Hello everyone, I am back again. That's right, back again with my Nickelback t-shirt on. And I am here for yet another thread response. This time I was tagged by Chris at the Vinyl Mann. So what's this all about? Well, I'm going to get to it. See you on the flip side. Hello everyone, Daryl the Northern Vinyl Guy coming at you with another thread video, as I mentioned in the intro. And of course I got my trusty Nickelback t-shirt on here. Good old Canadian band. Love this Canadian band, although I don't have anything on vinyl. I know that their 25th anniversary album, I think, is coming out pre-order, so I might do that with all their big hits there. But enough about Nickelback. Let's get to the topic here. Chris from the Vinyl Mann tagged me last week, I believe, I think for a vinyl thread that's been going around, vinyl tag that's been going around. I believe it was put out by Vibes channel. I am subscribed to him as well. So I'm going to leave a link to both Chris Mann and Vibes. And so what's this all about? Well, it's real simple. Show your 10 most valuable records according to Discogs or whatever program you use. I know that I've watched a few videos here and there, and so here are my 10 most valuable records. Now, I've got it all written out here because I'm never going to remember this off the top of my head. However, just so that we're aware, I mean, the reality is that a lot of my records aren't that valuable, but the top end, I suppose, a little more valuable. So I'm going to show you what the median is, or I'm going to tell you what the median value is. It's all based on median, but I'll also tell you what the maximum it's been sold for. And of course, on Discogs, how many of them are currently for sale and what those price ranges are. So starting out, I have got Bryan Adams' Waking Up the Neighbors. And you say, wait a minute, that can't be all that valuable. And you're right. The value of this record is currently going for a median value of $68.46. That was the median price range. It has sold for $81.19 before, and currently on Discogs there are 6 copies for sale. So as of November the 20th, 2025, there are 6 copies for sale, ranging between $63, so the average you're going to be spending, and this is all in Canadian dollars, CAD, 63 Canadian, up to a maximum, and I'm assuming that the max price on these, this is going for $218 at the high end. I'm assuming that those are factory sealed. So Bryan Adams, Waking Up the Neighbors. If you're looking for everything I do it for you, you're looking for Can't Stop This Thing We Started, then that is your jam right there. All right, up next, I've got my Firehouse, Hold Your Fire album. This is an unofficial pressing. I know some people in the VC do not go for unofficial pressings. However, I bought it out of Halifax, Canada. This, of course, is on a nice orange vinyl. This has Hold Your Fire on it. It's got When I Look Into Your Eyes, the big power ballad, Reach for the Sky, Rock You Tonight, Sleeping With You. The last track on side B, Hold the Dream, is absolutely amazing. So if you are looking for some Firehouse, that might be your jam. So what is the median value on this? Well, according to Discogs, it's 2023 unofficial pressing, $70.87 at its highest end, $123. And because it's an unofficial pressing, there are none available on Discogs because it is unauthorized as an unofficial pressing. All right, so there we go. I mean, I bought it, like I said, I bought it out of Canada, but it's not like I've got Russian pressings or anything here, but it's unofficial. Can't get it off Discogs. Try another store that sells unofficial pressings. All right, in the number 8 spot, number 8 spot is my 2008 pressing of Radiohead's Pablo Honey. Don't know if I've really shown this before. This is the one that has Creep on it. Of course, you know, the Tom has stated that he doesn't overly like that track. He's not a huge fan of his own track, but lots of cover versions out there. Lots of people doing them in like The Voice and on America's Got Talent and all that. So, what is my 2008 pressing going for? Well, according to Discogs, the median value on that one is $76.29 Canadian. Currently, there are 34 copies available on Discogs, going for anywhere between 57 Canadian to $416. That is a mint copy, sealed factory copy. So if you're looking to fork out the money for some sealed copies of my 2008 Radiohead Pablo Honey, there you go, $416 on Discog. Just what you're looking for. All right, up next, kind of a weird ambient, I don't know what you would call this. It's a dark wave, maybe kind of music. Band called Black Marble and a different arrangement. Why do I have this, you say? Because I'm not a huge fan. I have talked about this. I still can't get into this. I can't listen to it all in one sitting. I'm okay with listening to, say, 2 or 3 songs at a time. But why do I have it? Well, I got it as a blind buy. I think I paid $5 for this thing. $5. That's right. It's a 2012 pressing. Median value is $84 Canadian. Maximum it's been sold $139.99 on Discogs. There are currently 4 copies available, going between $75 Canadian to a factory sealed $350 Canadian. I'd say that I got a steal of a deal on that, $5 if they're going in mint condition at $350. And I would say that that is a near mint copy of that album. So, you know, if I was to sell it, I could probably get good money for that one. But I'm not gonna. All right. Up next is a guy by the name of Percy Thrills Thrillington. Percy Thrills Thrillington was born in Coventry Cathedral in 1939. His music took him to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he studied music for 5 years, starting his own orchestra. And he takes up the themes from Paul McCartney's Ram with the help of some of London's best musicians. So what is Thrillington going for? Well, this copy, you can tell it's a little bit, it's got the number from the radio station, but it was a promotional copy right there. It's got the stamp on the back, the sticker thing. So according to Discogs, this is worth $87.50 at a median value. $174.99 it has sold at its highest end. There is currently 9 copies available. If you want one, you are looking at between $67 and $350. That is a 1977 press. All right, here's one I don't think I've shown before. I got this for $1. I got this for $1 at a thrift shop. Music from the Powerhouse. In the spirit of gathering, or in the spirit of sharing, I should say. It's a various musicians, indigenous music, songs like Festival and Cree Family, Lawrence Martin, Bob Charlie, Eric Landry, Ellen Sands, and more. So that's what it looks like on the front. And then the Powerhouse, I believe, was an old factory or an old hydro building. $87.50 is the median value. Sold for $174.99. There is currently one copy of this on Discogs, one copy selling for 308 Canadian buckaroos, 1985 press. All right, up next, another Various Artists. And I actually have two copies of this. One has a little ring wear and one is in pretty good condition. I've shown this before. This is my Goose Wings, the music of James Bay. So up in my area that I live, heavy Cree indigenous population. And this is Various Artists of Cree music. So that is the one copy. And just to show you, I do have a second copy. This one is in a little worse for wear. It's got some ring wear. It's got some staining on it. But what do these go for? Well, according to my Discogs, median value is $108.33 Canadian. And the highest they've gone is 175 Canadian. I got each of those for free. One of them at a yard sale, just sitting in the grass, and another one from a used location. There are currently 3 copies for sale, going at least for $119 Canadian. So if I were to sell those, I would be $240 richer if I sold them at their max value, or even higher if I wanted to. So yeah, like I said, 3 going. Those are 1981 pressings. Goose Wings, the music of James Bay Coast. All right, we've got 3 more to go here. Up next, a 1967 pressing. This is a little bit of rough. This one's a little rough in shape. The vinyl, the wax on this is in pretty good condition, though. I'd say near mint, or not mint, but near mint, not near plus, but near mint. 1967 pressing of Larry Williams and Johnny Watson, 2 for the price of 1. This is a funk soul record, and it represents some of the most explosive music chemistry we think you've ever heard. Combined are the fantastic talents of Larry Williams and Johnny Watson, plus a collection of songs that are really up to the kind of sounds these two can produce. So, doesn't look like anything special, but what is this all about, this funk soul? Well, median value is $111.91. It has sold for up to $181.62. There are 2 copies available on Discogs, going for $190 Canadian. So that brings us to the last 2. Well, one of them is a box set, and the other one is a soundtrack. So here we go at the number 2 spot. 1989 German pressing. Box set, Rod Stewart's Storyteller, which is a 7 record set. I bought this off of Discogs a few years back for maybe 40 or 50 bucks. So what's it worth now? $133.54 Canadian. There are 17 box sets available on Discogs. The maximum value is $382.67 it is sold for. There is currently a sealed factory copy of this going for $599 Canadian on Discogs. So there you go. 17 are available on Discogs, but the highest is a sealed $599 Canadian. So that brings me to the number 1 most valuable record according to Discogs in my collection, and that is the video game soundtrack to Red Dead Redemption 2. I bought this out of the US for I think 40 or 50 US dollars when I got it. It's a 2-disc set on red wax. It's only fitting. Of course, this has the famous Canadian producer, musician Daniel Lanois written all over it, including the song That's the Way It Is. But he also does Moonlight and a whole pile of others that are on here. It is a fantastic, like I said, 2-disc set. And so what is this going for? Well, it is currently going for $142.32. That is the median value on Discogs. $244.19 is the max on Discogs. There are 11 copies currently being sold. Now remember what I said. I got a factory sealed, and this is a 2019 press. 2019. I got this factory sealed in 2019 for about 50 bucks. It's currently going for $551 if you want a sealed copy on Discogs. Red Dead Redemption, my #1 value. So let me know, what'd you think of these 10 copies? If you'd like to do this, I'm going to show you the link down below through Vibes and through Chris Mann, their videos. Let's see what your top 10 copies are. What are the 10 most valuable records in your collection? Here I am, over the 15-minute mark. Until next time, leave me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. And until next time, don't want to drag this on any longer. Cheers and take care, everyone.